All right. Hey, Ralph. Hi, Brad. Ralph, baby, how does the angle look? Look good. I don't know, we're gonna try to angle it a little bit this way. I might need to ask Santa for some new equipment. You know what I mean? Selena's been a good girl. Maybe she'll get some new equipment. You know what I mean? You think Santa will hook me up? All right. I'll give it a couple minutes for people to log in. All right, Scorpio. So I can get my... Oh. Look what you did, Selena. You made a little mess. You made a little mess. All right, we'll clean that later. Is it in vertical mode? Ralph. Let's see if I can see all the... Let's get some sage up in here. Happy birthday, Scorpio. Happy birthday, Scorpio. Spirit angels and guides, let's get some good energy, some positive messages for Scorpio water tribe. Let's get some positive messages for the Scorpio water tribe. Happy birthday to Scorpio. What messages do we have for Scorpio? What messages do we have for Scorpio? Let's get you some positive messages, Scorpio. Let's get you some positive messages. What information can we get for Scorpio? Let me refresh my chat. Make sure I can see the whole chat here. Okay. All right. If you are new Welcome in, welcome in. Thank you for being a part of the channel. If you are a new subscriber, thank you so much. My name is Selena Fire. I am a psychic medium, energy reader, and this is my channel, Gypsy Fire Tarot. I want to thank all of you as we have hit over 700 plus subscribers. This has been an amazing couple months on this channel. I am completely overwhelmed by the amount of subscribers and the amount of views and the messages that I've got already from this channel alone. Many of you are aware of my other channel, Love Fire Tarot. So thank you so much if you're jumping over from that channel or if you're just new in general. So thank you so very much. So if you like what I do, please like, share, subscribe. Once the hype feature becomes available, please make sure you hype the video after it's been aired live. If you want to check me out, I am also available on many other channels. Check out the link tree that's posted in the bio below so that you don't miss any of the other content that I do have available on the other channels on my link tree. Also, I'm available on Instagram and TikTok. My Instagram and my TikTok, I am listed as Selena_Fire1. If you want to reach out to me for a personal reading, I am doing personal readings. You have to send me an email. My email is Selena_Fire1@hotmail.com. Okay. All right. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for being here. All right, so this is for Scorpio. Okay, so happy birthday to the Scorpio water tribe. Okay, so we want to get some messages for Scorpio, please, Spirit. What does Scorpio need to know for their birthday? Hello, welcome in. What does Scorpio need to know for their birthday? What messages do they need to know for their birthday? What is going to help them on this journey, Spirit? What is going to help them on this journey? Okay. So what you have here, okay, so I'm seeing you overcoming something here. Okay, so you have went through, I want to make sure you could see it on the camera. You have went through some kind of heartache or loss of some kind. Okay, for many of you, you have in some way, shape, or form. Something has happened to you on this journey. 3 of Sword energy. Okay. And I see you healing from this. Okay. I see you healing from this. Okay. And there's something about you moving on and conquering whatever this is. Okay. Because I see you healing and moving on. You have the Ace of Pentacles here. So this is really good. Okay. This is you moving on from whatever has happened to you. So let's say, for instance, if you lost money, okay, if you have lost money, okay, I see financial abundance coming in, okay. If you, so you're going to be gaining, you might be getting a promotion, a pay raise, you might be getting a new job, okay. The Ace of Pentacles is some kind of abundance or manifestation that's coming in for you. So this is a really good birthday present for Scorpio because it's been manifested. And, you know, we always say when you hit rock bottom, when you hit the bottom of something, you're not going to stay there, right? You're going to eventually come back up. So I feel like for you, Scorpio, if something has happened, if you went through some kind of this 3 of Swords, whatever this was in your life, I feel like now it's your time to shine, right? Because now this is you overcoming something and finally getting abundance, okay? This is you overcoming something and finally getting abundance. Oh my God. Thank you so much, Dakota. You sent me $30. Okay. How did you send it, Dakota? Okay. Thank you so much. Let me get through this and I will get back to you, okay? Let me get through this reading, but thank you so much. We will, after I'm done with this reading, I will do question and answers for anybody. How about that? We'll do that. Brad, why don't we do that? Since we're doing Scorpio, we'll get through Scorpio's reading. And if anybody needs question and answers, donations, Cash App, Venmo, or PayPal, if you need something answered, okay, I will do that after Scorpio's reading. How about that? Okay, Dakota, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Okay, so what I see here for Scorpio, if you're going through this, okay, this is now going to be overcame, okay? Because this is now abundance coming in some kind of manifestation. So like I said, when you hit bottom, you're not going to stay there, right? You're going to eventually come back up. And I feel like now this is your time. Something's going to be shifted here in the energy that you have been manifesting. So you have asked the universe for something, okay? And the universe heard you, and now it's going to be answered, okay? So here we go. So what else is here? You have the Seven of Pentacles, okay? This is the man. What is he doing here? It's almost like he's growing the garden, right? The Seven of Pentacles, this is the strong possibility of success card, right? So whatever you have manifested, whatever you have overcame is going to be plentiful here. It's going to be abundant because you've been manifesting it and growing it here in the garden, right? You have a wish fulfillment here, Scorpio, okay? Aquarius energy. Okay, so this is wish fulfillment for Scorpio that's going to be soon answered, okay? So if this hasn't happened yet, I need you all to stay patient because it's coming, okay? So this is going to be a wish granted that's going to soon be coming, okay? So you just need to hang in there. But I feel like it's coming at a time when some of you may have lost hope in something, okay? Because remember, some of you have went through a lot recently, okay? Or you have on this journey is what I'm seeing here from the cards. With the Three of Swords, I'm seeing you loss of sleep, okay? With the Four of Swords here, the Ten of Swords, something has ended, okay? And I see it's almost like Five of Swords. You either had some kind of disagreement, something ended, you walked away from something, there was either a fight, something like that. And I feel like for some of you, you might have been like, oh my gosh, like, how is this happening to me? Like, how am I going through this? Like, when is it going to be my time, right? When is it going to be my time? And look at this. With the Magician and the Three of Wands, this is the travel of it coming in, the manifestation of it coming in with this abundance, okay? And this is a beautiful birthday present for Scorpio because I feel like it's going to come in at a time when you really need it. And it's going to come in at a time when you're just like, oh my God, finally someone heard my prayer, right? Finally someone heard my wish here. I've been wishing and hoping for this for quite some time. And I'm like, when am I going to catch a break, right? The star is here. So I just feel like this is a very good, hopeful reading for Scorpio that it's going to be okay. Okay. I'm feeling very positive for you. It's going to be okay. Okay. Because I just feel like you're going to go through this shift. Let's get some manifestation for you and success for your birthday. Spirit, what do we have for Scorpio's birthday, please? What can you tell us about this manifestation for success? What specifically can you tell me about this Ace of Pentacles? Look at this. You need to have more flexibility when it comes to your schedule and your income. Being self-employed is ideal for time off that'll help you get clear. So there's something about, yeah, this white feather. This is good luck. A lot of times when we see feathers, feathers are a sign of good luck, okay? Something about your schedule, your flexibility. For some of you, you need to kind of clear out your schedule to make more time for something, okay? You need to make more time for something, okay? Maybe this is something involving work. This might be something involving work. It is important for you to have quiet, peaceful work atmosphere in order for you to thrive. Working from home or for yourself is best, okay? So this is almost like focusing and concentrating so that you're not distracted, right? Yeah, so that you're not distracted, okay? Thank you so much, Dakota. Yeah, I will definitely come back to those questions in the chat as soon as I'm done. Thank you so much. Look at this. This is the gift from the universe, right? Giving and receiving, sudden windfall, generosity, financial support, work surprise, and vacation. So I feel like this is going to be coming in when you least expect it, okay? This is very good. Look at this, money flow. The gears are going to finally be moving in your direction. Hard work, putting in plans in motion, building a team, taking time off, gaining a sense of security. Wow. Okay. That's really good. Let's give you some oracle messages from the Infinity Oracle deck. Excuse me. Spirit, what do we have for Scorpio? What do we have for Scorpio? A life-changing decision. So some of you may need to make a life-changing decision when it comes to your money, your finances, your career, a move of some kind. There might be something here where you're going to have to make a decision to do something, to make a major change. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Antonio. I appreciate that. Hi, welcome in. Yeah, a life-changing decision. Something's coming in here for you. Something is destined. Scorpio. This is a very good reading. And again, it's coming in at a time when I feel like some of you are like, you know, you might have lost hope because you're like, when is it going to be my time? And again, a lot of times it comes in when you least expect it, you know? That's why we always say you have to think positive. You have to manifest the positive, right? And you have the manifestation card here. You had the wish. You had the Ace of Pentacles. So something is being manifested here, okay? You have to put it to the universe, okay? You have to ask the universe, okay? Look at this. You have an unexpected message. For some of you, you might be waiting for the job. You might be waiting for the job, okay? The unexpected message, okay? You might be waiting for a job offer, okay? Yeah, you might be waiting for a job offer. Yeah, and you might be at a crossroads, okay? Yeah, you might be waiting for a crossroads here to make a decision. Yep, absolutely. Well, Michael, if you think that way, why are you here? We don't need low vibe haters in this energy. You're not welcome here. But thank you for stopping in. We wish you high vibe, soul tribe. Get well. Crossroads, okay? Yeah, so you might be at a crossroads for making a decision. You know what I mean? You might be at a crossroads making a decision. What else do we have for Scorpio? What else do we have for Scorpio? Yeah, don't let fears hold you back. So I'm going to bring in some of the Halloween Oracle decks since we're still in Halloween season. Don't let fears hold you back. Okay, so for some of you, you need to make a decision with something. Okay, there is a decision that needs to be here, that you need to do something. Okay, and don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to make the decision. Yeah, don't be afraid that you're going to make a mistake. Okay, because you're not going to know unless you try. Okay. And again, there's something about whatever you have manifested. Okay. Messages, magic, and manifesting the Book of Shadows. Okay. So I feel like, again, this is coming in when, yeah, you least expect it. For many of you, you might have wished for love. Okay. You've wished for your chalice and your cup to be filled. Maybe for quite some time, your cup has not been filled, right? You haven't been getting the love, the attention, whatever it is. Maybe you haven't been getting the money. You haven't been getting the abundance, right? Your chalice has not been filled. Therefore, you've been manifesting that love. Okay. The quest for love. All right. So you have that here. Something is in motion to get that. What else? What else does Scorpio need to know? What else does Scorpio need to know? Ooh, thank you, Spirit. So don't worry about something not working out. Don't worry about something about not being your fault or being wrongfully accused. Okay. There's something here about some of you might be worried, again, this worry of making a mistake in a decision. Because I keep seeing a decision here. You have to make a decision to do something. Yeah. And don't let this decision consume you. I'm getting like, let the universe go with the flow, right? Because if this is coming in, go with the flow, Scorpio, okay? Because just don't let this consume you. Don't let this worry get to your head, is what Spirit's trying to say. Yeah, no, just go with the flow. All right? Yeah, let the light lead the way. Yeah, let the divine lead the way. Yeah, be the leader, okay? Just let it go with the flow. Just don't worry. Don't let this worry you. It's going to work out, okay? What is the overall energy for Scorpio, please? What is the overall energy for Scorpio, please? Okay. So the overall energy is you have Capricorn energy coming in with the devil, okay? And it says temptation. It says, Scorpio, don't lose yourself to temptation or indulgence or self-pleasure. Be honest and clear to yourself as to what it is you truly want, you need, and you desire, okay? So don't fall for temptation, okay? That's going to be a side message from Spirit, to be focused on the path, focused on the journey, focused on your goals, okay, and what it is you truly want, need, and desire, so that all of these manifestations that you've hoped for and that you've wished for, that they come to fruition and that no one pulls you off the path, right? Because a lot of times people on the journey will pull us off the path. the destined path, right? To tempt you and pull you, okay? So don't let that happen. Okay, so that's a side message. Don't allow it to happen. Look, you have Gemini energy here with the Lovers. So Capricorn and Gemini, there is a strong relationship that is going to be coming your way, but it is not time to make hasty decisions. Okay, so this could be another side message for Scorpio that, hey, you might be having someone come in that's going to what? Fill your cup and give you all that abundance that you've been wanting. So we don't want to lose sight of that. We don't want to get off the course, right? Don't allow anybody to pull you off the path. There's another message for Scorpio here. So you have the cauldron. Yeah, so synergy and healing. So working on your healing, working on your vibration, working on high vibe soul tribe, something that I preach on all my channels. High vibe soul tribe, getting in the highest energy possible. How do we do that? We think positive, right? We try to do things that are going to be in positive, uplifted energy. That's also surrounding us with positive people, right? That are going to high vibe us and elevate us in a very positive light on this journey to keep us positive and motivated, right? High vibe soul tribe. That is so incredibly important that you do that, right? Work on your healing, work on your energy, work on high vibe, okay? So these are very important for Scorpio. The dawn is here, the light after the darkness. Look at this. This is beautiful. This is exactly what we talked about in the tarot. So even though you started off with the Three of Swords, it's going to be okay. You see how that worked out? Even though you started off with the Three of Swords, guess what? This is going to turn around for you. Okay? This says the light after the darkness. This is a beautiful reading for your birthday. I see something turning around for you. So you need to stay positive. Okay? Stay hopeful, put positive energy into the universe, put positive manifestations into the universe, and ask the universe for what it is you want, you need, you desire, and manifest that. And I feel like you already have done that because you had the manifestation card, you had the Magician, you have the Ace of Pentacles, you have the wish fulfillment with the Star, okay? So this is all coming to light here that is being manifested. And you're going to have to make some kind of decision. For some of you, I see some kind of financial decision coming in, something that you may have to decide when it comes to work, finances, a job, a possible move, or a relationship, okay? So that's going to be for some of you. This is very beautiful, okay? This is very, very beautiful. Now, I'm going to, where's that other deck? Let's pull a couple. So I got this new deck. It is called Their True Intentions, okay? Let's go ahead and give you a couple from Their True Intentions deck for Scorpio's birthday. What is their true intentions for Scorpio's birthday? Thank you all for being here. Thank you so much. If you like what I do, like, share, subscribe. Please make sure that you are subscribing to the channel so you don't miss any of the alerts. Check out the link tree if you want to check out any of the other channels or content. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok, Selena_Fire1. If you want a personal reading, in the bio, Cash App, Venmo, or PayPal, you can reach out to me, send me an email, Selena_Fire1@hotmail.com. All right. So for many of you, you may have had people in your energy, Scorpio, that have been envious of you. Okay. Envious of what you've had, desiring what you have, or this also might be what's going to be happening. Okay. Because if you're going to be coming into this abundance, that typically happens, right? People tend to become envious. Okay. So just be cognizant of that, okay? Jealousy, right? You might have people start to envy this turnaround for you, okay? Support. You will have people that are going to be in your energy that don't want anything from you, that just want to support you, okay? That's really good. You're going to have people in your energy that are just going to want to check in and make sure that you're doing okay. That is the support system that we want for Scorpio. That is your high vibe soul tribe. And the past. So you have some past energy that's still lingering, Scorpio, that is still wanting to know how you're doing, okay? That's still thinking about the past, that's still wanting to know, hey, I wonder if you still think about me. I still think about you. That still thinks about that last conversation, okay? So just know that the past is still here, lingering in your energy. It is still here, okay? For some of you, Scorpio, some of you are very much interested in that past energy. Some of you are not. But you all have free will to decide and make a decision for what it is you want, okay? At the bottom of the deck, you do have the welcome card, and it says, I offer an open door of a warm invitation to step into a space where you are embraced and valued. Okay, so I feel like you are either going to be welcoming something new into your life, okay, whether it's this abundance, a new person, this person who's going to fill your cup, okay. There's going to be something coming in, okay, that you're going to be welcoming in with open arms. So Scorpio, I see this for you. This is very, very beautiful. I want to wish you a very happy birthday. So this was Scorpio's reading, okay? So I'm going to conclude this reading. It looks like we do have some questions. It looks like Dakota sent in some money. So I'll open it up right now since we just completed this. So if any of you have any questions, Cash App, Venmo, or PayPal, I will answer questions, okay? Let me just see here. Dakota. Okay, let me just check. So Dakota, you're saying that you sent it via Cash App. Okay, hold on one second. Hold on one second. I have to get into my other. While that's loading, let me clean up my table here. I need to get into Cash App, check that, and then we'll get into your reading and answer your questions, okay? Thank you for being patient. And thank you so much for the donation. And again, happy birthday, Scorpio. All right, I want to get another deck for you. Okay, let me go ahead and log in here. Okay, I'm just looking at the questions here, Dakota. Just give me 1 second, okay? Okay. She said Cash App, right? Yeah. Okay. I'm just trying to look, Dakota, to see if I can see it. I don't know why it's not showing it to me. You said you sent it Cash App, right? Let me see. Let me just make sure. Yeah, I'm not seeing. Let me see. Yeah, I don't see anything in the Cash App, Dakota. The last thing I have in Cash App was from Laura from October 11th. And then Megan Harvey on October 11th. I don't have anything new in Cash App as of today. Let me see. Yeah, I'm just looking. I'm just looking in here. I'm going to show you my Cash App screen. And these are the last transactions I have from Laura and Megan from October 11th. Yeah, I don't have anything. There's no deposits in here. Let me check. Let me refresh my screen. Let me refresh it. Let me just see. I'm going to log out and log back in. Check on your end, Dakota, okay? That's okay, honey. Just double check. Technology isn't, you know, it's not the best. I'm showing you my screen here, honey. See, this is my Cash App. Look, this is Selena Fire Cash App. Okay. This is my Cash App sign. Make sure you send it to the right person, okay? And this is my logo with my kiss lips in the fire, and it says Selena Fire Tarot, okay? And I'm just looking here. This is my Cash App. It doesn't show me anything other than what I received from October 11th. $20 from Laura, $50 from Megan. I don't have anything new in Cash App. Let me go back. Let's see if you accidentally sent it to the other one. There's PayPal, Cash App, and Venmo. It's okay. Let's just double check. I'm going to open my PayPal because I haven't been in here. And let's see. PayPal and Venmo. So the Venmo, I don't have anything in here since, yeah, there's nothing new in Venmo. Nothing from October. And let's go ahead and check. Oh, that was PayPal. Where's my Venmo? I don't have anything new in Venmo. I don't know, honey. I don't have it. Let me see. Yeah, it has not gone through. Let's see. Well, let's see. What is your question? Let me look and see what your questions are, okay? I'm just scrolling the feed here. Hold on. Okay, let me read them, okay? I'm just scrolling. Dakota Aries, 7/15, my birthday. Charles Hicks' birthday is September 4th, is coming to get me from Jackson. Miss and when and how does he feel about me? And how do Jason Phillips 618 feel about me? And who should I pick? Is that what you're asking? Between two people? Between Charles and Jason. Is that how I'm understanding the question? To pick between two. Dakota, honey, is that how I'm understanding? Let me see. How do they feel about you? And who should you pick? So this is a question between Charles and Jason. So we want to know, who should you pick between Charles and Jason? I just want to make sure if that's your question. I'm just reading. Okay, I think that's what you want to know, right, Dakota? Between Charles and Jason? And when Charles is coming to get me. Okay, honey, I'm going to answer it for you, okay? I didn't get the money, okay, but I'm still going to answer for you, okay? I don't see it, so double check your stuff, but it's okay. I'm going to still answer it for you. Okay, honey? I appreciate your subscribe. All right. Let me sage this energy again. I want to get you good energy up in here. Spirit angels and guides, we want to get an answer for Dakota, please. And we can get some answers for Dakota, please, on who she should pick between Charles and Jason. I want to get some answers, please, between Charles and Jason. Okay, no worries, honey. Don't worry about it. Don't get upset. Life's too short. Don't upset. Don't get upset. It's okay. I ain't worried about it. You know what I mean? The main reason why I do this is to help people. Okay. Let me just see something for a minute. Okay. So I just pulled a reading for you. Okay. Hold on a minute. Again, this is a high vibe soul tribe. Okay. And I will not tolerate anybody talking to any of my subscribers that way. So if you're going to come in this chat room, you are going to be kind, respectful, polite, and high vibe, or you are not welcome here. Okay? I will not tolerate that on my channel. All right? So you will be polite, respectful, kind, and high vibe, or you will not be here. Okay? All right. So Dakota, honey, here's what I have for you. Okay? You have options. Okay? You are going to have options, and that's why you're asking me this question, correct? Yes. You have options. So you are asking me what you should do with that, right? So the option between two, Charles and Jason, okay? And I see that obviously this decision is going to be hard for you. This is why you're asking me, because you're not sure what to do, right? I feel like you've went through some kind of healing, okay? You're currently still healing. This is really good because the swords are falling out, okay? So I feel like there's something going on with you healing and elevating and getting over some kind of heartache, okay? And it's something about whatever happened in the past, because for you, Dakota, this is the past energy card, okay? This is time machine. This is going back in time to understand what caused the heartache for you, okay? So the Three of Swords in reverse is very good. This is healing, this is leveling up, and this is healing from the past, right? Okay, so that's very good. Okay, and I just see that whatever decision you're going to be making is going to be the best decision for the healing and growth for you on the journey. Okay, so this is you making that decision of what's going to benefit you in the long run to grow the pentacles. And it's not even so much wealth, right? It's abundance in your happiness to keep healing and growing on the journey. Right? So I feel like when it comes to this decision, you do have a strong soulmate here, okay? In your energy, Dakota, you have the Six of Cups, okay? You see this? You have the Six of Cups. This is beautiful energy, okay? And I feel like someone is going to be coming in, okay? Someone is going to be coming in that is going to be what? Coming in to make some kind of offer. Now, The Knight of Wands is a very flirtatious and also a very sexual energy at times. So I feel like whoever is coming in to your energy is someone that you're going to have a very strong sexual connection, chemistry, attraction, okay? Because this is a fire card. And as we know, fire is very passionate, loving. You feel that pull with this person, right? So this is the pull card of the chemistry of the soulmate. Okay, so you're resonating. So you feel that this is Charles. Okay, so you need to go with your intuition with what the card is saying. Who do you feel the strong energy attraction to? If that's Charles, then that might be who this is. Okay, and if that's the case, then that might be the soulmate of who the destined, decision is supposed to be with. Because yes, you have options. Okay, but there is a strong soulmate here, the Six of Cups, who you're not going to just have the physical, right? The cup energy is love, it's water, it's feelings, it's emotions, it's I care for you, right? It's a beautiful energy, right? This could also be past life energy for you, Dakota. This could be someone that you have, you have had past lives with. You have, you've done this with before. Maybe there's a lesson here with this person. Okay. So, maybe if you have broken up with this person before, or you've had some kind of hiccup in the process, in the journey with a little bit of up and down, I feel like you're going to be overcoming it with this person. And this is going to be the energy of, I don't want to lose you, right? Because the Four of Pentacles is, again, this is my precious pentacle. Okay, I don't want to lose you. I want to protect this connection. I want to protect this bond. Okay, so you're saying Charles is your ex. Okay, so that would make sense why there is healing here. Okay, and just because someone's an ex doesn't mean that you won't get back together, because a lot of times on the journey, sometimes we get with someone too young, right? We need to grow up a little bit. We need to learn lessons on the journey. We need to elevate more and go up and down. And then when we're both finally ready, we meet back again, right? And I feel like maybe that's what's going on here in your energy. Okay. Someone that you can build with. Okay. So whoever this is, and again, if you're feeling this strong connection being Charles, it's going to be the person that you feel the strong pull to. Again, that fire card. Who do you feel the strongest pull to? Okay. That's who this is. And that's going to be the answer to your question, Dakota. Okay. Because that is going to be the person that you are going to want to build the empire with. Okay. Yes. So even though you may have options, I see this as, look what was hidden. So underneath the option card, Dakota, you had the Ace of Swords. This is success and victory holding the sword, right? This very well could be that, hey, we've went through it, the triumph and tribulation of what we went through together, but, there is a very strong possibility. What does this card mean? The strong possibility of success, that it's going to get back together. And how do Charles and Jason feel about me? Okay, so let's get the other deck. Okay, let's first ask Charles, because I'm getting a strong energy that this is Charles right now. Let's stick with Charles for now, since Spirit is pulling Charles energy first. How does Charles feel about Dakota, please? How does Charles feel about Dakota, please? You're welcome, honey. No problem. How does Charles feel about Dakota? Queen of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, Scorpio energy, the Death card. Now, the Death card is something has ended for something new to begin. Okay? That means we've ended a cycle. Remember, because this card has flipped. If this is Charles and he was your ex, yes, it ended once with swords in the heart, correct? And now you're healing from that, right? And it flips. Now the swords are falling out. You're both healing, you're growing, you're learning, right? And you're elevating as time goes on. You're getting older. You're going to be more mature about things, right? And I feel like now we're coming out of that energy where we've learned the lesson of the past, right? So the Death card. Yeah, we've learned the lesson of the past. So with Charles, I feel like he feels when it comes to you that he has past history with you, okay? He feels that, yeah, we went through a lot. We could start this again with a new cycle. We could be victorious about this, okay? If Dakota wants it. I feel there is a little bit of unsure, like he might be a little unsure of how you're feeling because he's not sure if you're juggling another energy, He might be aware of Jason or whoever these other people are because remember, you had the 7 of Cups? Yeah. And if he thinks that, other people are interested in you or you have other options, he might be uncertain if there's a possibility of you and him to get back together. He might not know for certain where your head's at, right? I also feel that Charles feels like he could build the empire with you, right? The Queen of Pentacles. Okay, at the bottom of the deck, the 10 of Wands. So Charles is very burdened by his feelings and emotions for you because I feel like there is a possibility in his mind where he might be very worried that he might not get you back, especially if he thinks that he has competition. Okay, this is the energy that I'm reading of Charles. This is a burden card. I'm very burdened by, I feel like this 2 of Pentacles. He could be very burdened by knowing that there's competition here and that, he has to possibly work very hard to get this, or he might not get this with you. So that's what I'm reading for Charles. Now, let's go ahead and ask how Jason feels. Okay, so let's go to Jason. How does Jason feel about Dakota? 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 Spirit, how does Jason feel about Dakota? Page of Swords. Page of Pentacles. 9 of Cups. The Moon. 7 of Pentacles. So you know what I'm getting? Is Jason younger than you? I'm getting a younger energy here. So he's either younger than you or he acts younger, like he's a little bit more immature. Okay. Page of Swords and Page of Pentacles. Because as we know, pages are young energy, right? Pages are young energy. Pages can be very immature. Okay, so he's 45. But does he act immature? I mean, like, does he do some things that are, I don't know. You got two pages here. A page of swords and a page of pentacles. The page of sword card, this can be a gossip card. Okay. This can be a gossip card. This can be, he could be talking to his friends or his family about you and his situation. Regarding you, he could be, saying, hey, this is what's going on. This is how I feel. So there could be some gossip around what's going on between the two of you. The Page of Pentacles, this could also mean that Jason might not have a lot to offer you. He might only have a little bit to offer you. It might not be a big offer, but it's what he has. So it might not be as much as what Charles can offer you, but he's willing to offer you something. But a Page of Pentacles is a very small offer. Sometimes we always say, obviously in the tarot, you want to be cautious with a page because it's a very small offer. It's nothing big. And sometimes with pages, their offers sometimes will not be something that will hold for the long haul, right? So that would be my only caution with Jason, is that whatever he's going to try to offer you, is it going to hold long term? Now, there is a wish here of the Nine of Cups. So I feel like there are feelings and emotions here that Jason has for you. But I feel like, if I can be completely honest, okay, Dakota, I want to be honest with you. I just feel like for some reason, Jason's energy is not long term. Okay. How I was feeling about Charles feels like a more long term. If you're looking for long term, I would say Charles. If you're looking for a good time and short term, I would say Jason. Okay. Because Jason seems like, again, a young, youthful energy with this page. Maybe seems like a very good time to hang out with. Jason can be very fun to hang out with, very youthful energy of that feeling of feeling young again, but it's very short-lived, okay? With the Nine of Cups, I feel like this is that wish to be in that feeling, but again, it's taking that risk of it's only a page. What can a page offer long term? And the other thing that I really don't like is the fact that the moon is here, and the moon is here in the upright. So there's a lot of unknowns with Jason, whereas I'm not feeling that with Charles. I'm feeling more of, it's a more risky decision, in my opinion, as a reader, to go with Jason than it would be to go with Charles, because the moon is here. Now, again, you have free will to decide. You have to do what feels right for you, who you love, who you trust, but the cards are telling me that the better option or the choice long term would be to go for Charles. A short term opportunity for, the now, fun moment in the now would be Jason, because there's too much unknowns, and you have to really go with what your gut is telling you. But I do feel that both of these men obviously have feelings and emotions for you, yes. But I feel like Charles is more focused on long term. Jason might be more focused in the now as opposed to down the road. I really hope that that answered your question, Dakota. I really do. And I hope you make the best decision, girl. Okay. I really do. Let me just see here. All right. You're very welcome. You are very welcome. Ralph, were there any other questions? Because if not, I really wasn't planning on doing questions, but we wanted to do a reading for Scorpio's birthday. And again, I want to wish Scorpio a very happy birthday. Let me just make sure I check the feed here. I don't think there was anybody else. Ralph, right? I didn't miss anybody. I don't think so. All right. Well, thank you so much. I really do appreciate everybody being here. Thank you very much. Again, my name is Selena Fire. If you like what I do, please like, share, and subscribe. Check out the link tree for the content below. Make sure that you subscribe so you don't miss any content coming your way. And again, as always, we want to stay high vibe on this channel, high vibe soul tribe. Okay. I love you always. All right. Take care and we will talk soon. Peace.